it's a couple weeks now, but the connectivity of the group, and tonight, no LeBron, no Luka, still able to get a performance like this. How did you see that as a continuation, and what stood out the most?
Very much an all hands on deck game for us. I thought our group was very connected on both ends of the floor. I mean, the Pacers require you to exert a lot of effort, and they require you to play hard. And they don't necessarily run a lot of stuff, they run a lot of concepts, and you have to fly around, you have no choice. Thought our Veers were great, our low man was great, the game plan discipline was great. They scored, but they're a really good basketball team, held them to 42%, 31% from three. They got 26 points in the paint in the second half, but for us to hold that team to 42 points in the paint, hey, we felt like if we could do that, we could win the game.
I know you've spent a lot of time with Austin since you got the job. What have you seen from him throughout these months, and kind of capping off a 45-point performance today?
Yeah, I think the biggest growth for him has been his leadership. It's something I've challenged him on. It's something he wants. He wants that responsibility. He's accepted it. He's embraced the challenge. I joked with him before the game. I said, Bron talked to you. He said, yeah, Bron called me last night, told me he's going to be out. I said, we probably need a 38, 8, and 8 game from you. 45, 7, and 7 will do. That'll do. You played awesome.
JJ, you guys converted Jordan to a two-way contract. He comes in tonight, 10 points, 4 rebounds, plays pretty good defense, is closing for part of that fourth quarter. What did you see from him? And you talked about wanting South Bay to be an extension of what you guys are doing. And do you feel like that synergy was there with him understanding the playbook and just concepts and coverages?
Yeah. Goody helped win us the game. Let's be very clear on that. Thought it was big time of him not having played with us, not having practiced with us since the preseason, to be able to play against an Eastern Conference Finals team and make an impact. Not surprised though. He's someone that we've wanted to have up with us. The two ways we've had have all been really good. It hasn't felt right, particularly with him rehabbing a hamstring injury early in the season, and then re-injuring his hamstring. So it's been a challenge to get him up, but we felt like the timing was right to do it now, and to do that after getting called up on Friday was awesome.
Yeah. JJ, how was Gabe? It looked like he had some ice on his shoulder. It wasn't available late too.
So Vando was on a 20-minute restriction. Gabe was on a 25-minute. We ran them 19:48 and 24:56.
Okay, was that the minutes with the knee? Is that the restriction for me?
Yeah, just a normal minute restriction.
Okay. The list of players who've had 45, 7, and 7 in this organization are Elgin Baylor, Jared West, Magic Johnson, Kobe, LeBron, and now Austin. He joked with us the other day, like he doesn't belong in these conversations and stuff like this, but just how important has he been to this team this year, and how important is he going to be for what you guys are doing from here on out?
I think he's been as important as any player on our team. When he was out with his, hip glute back from the fall, that sort of locked his body up. It was very noticeable that he was out of line. And sometimes it's noticeable when he's not on the court, when he's just sitting on the bench. I mean, he really gives us a lot of pop. And for him to play in that game tonight, Siakam's an all-star this year. Halliburton's been an all-star. I felt like he was the best player on the floor tonight, and that says a lot. He showed up in a big-time way.
JJ, for the past couple of weeks, you've been talking about the buy-in defensively, kind of a two-parter. What did you think, what did you like about that defense in the first half? And was there a defining moment on getting guys to buy in?
Defining moment. I think it's an aggregation of several moments of belief. Probably starting with the first game of the season against Minnesota, and our guys probably walking away feeling like JJ and his staff know what the fuck they're doing. Certainly the NBA season is going to be a roller coaster, but the more of those type of moments you have, where you can execute defensively, and we make in-game adjustments to that game plan all the time, and sometimes it comes from us, and sometimes it comes from the players. You know, they see and feel stuff on the court, and we have to make adjustments, you know, as a staff, and that's what I like. I like the two-way communication, and I like being able to attack this as a group, players and coaches.
Coach, it seems that, you know, obviously the coaching staff adores Austin, has given him this responsibility, he's excelled, and the fan base loves him. But a lot of other people don't understand what he does that's so valuable. What's the disconnect between people who don't watch him daily that, you know, you can maybe explain briefly here on what the impact Austin makes on this team?
I don't even know what you're talking about, to be honest with you.
I just mean, it feels like Austin's a bit underrated just overall. Can you just explain kind of his value and what he brings to this team?
I can explain his value, sure. He's a guy that can play on and off ball, can score the basketball, can shoot threes, can get in the paint, can create for his teammates, can beat his ass off defensively. I mean, anybody would be happy to have him on their team. Thanks.